Bagfuel, baby.
Nikola Jokic signed a sneaker deal with a Chinese company, and over the past years, from Steph Curry with Under Armour and so many other athletes going the non-traditional way, we've also seen PJ Tucker wear various different shoes, and now the NBA said you don't even have to wear a certain color that matches your uniform, which has been around, I think, what, a handful of years, 2 or 3 years. Do you feel like Nike might end up not being the powerhouse that it needs to be for these athletes to run to?
I mean, anything is possible because right now, in the state of the economy, money talks and bullshit walks right now.
I totally agree. And especially with the internet and people always trying to be different and trying to make their own mark. You see people always looking for ways to distinguish their fashion. Before, it's just you could get some good Nikes, you were good to go, Jordans, Uptowns, Hirachis, etc. But now you'll see people try to pull up with a Puma or an Adidas. I mean, after Jordan, the second biggest figure in sneakers was Kanye West, and he's not even a rapper. An athlete, pardon me.
But why? But see, the thing about this is you don't have to be an athlete to sell a sneaker. Many more people use sneakers than an athlete. Nobody endorsed the Air Force One. The Air Force One was a popping sneaker. There was no athlete attached to it. Nothing attached to it. I think when we're in a society where everybody does the same thing over and over again, when you look at somebody that goes outside the box and deals with a company from China, or Steph Curry deals with a Under Armour or something like that, I didn't see why that was so shocking to people. If Under Armour has money, Steph Curry is a star. People are going to follow who the star is, period.
I think, Nike's been a powerhouse for so long. They've been the trendsetter in fashion, marketing, and even designs of the sneakers. They look different from what was coming out at that time. It's so ingrained in the psyche now. When you see things, it's like, hold up, what's going on? But you know how Kanye came in when he started with Nike initially, and he brought it over to Adidas. And we're seeing a trend now. People are really shifting to find their own style.
I think everybody is against who the corporate monster is right now. It's the same way as the record label. Let's bring the labels down. Yo, like the sneaker company, they got a monopoly. Make your own sneaker. Let's bring the sneaker down. When LeVar Ball was talking about this thing, and making his own sneaker, people really wasn't jacking it. Then you got the Cool Kai kid who was making the sneakers. Then they tried to sue him, and then they understood that he has a wave, so let's get in pocket with this guy. So, like, style and fashion is moving, but the idea of people being able to make money is also moving.
Absolutely.
Right now, black people are realizing that there are a lot of people making more money off black people, off the culture, off what we're inventing, off what we're bringing to the table than we are. So now we're trying to put our best foot forward to see if we can maximize on our own ideas. Although we don't have the money, although we don't have the capital, the one thing that we do know is we know these black people that the white people are paying to move the product. We know the 21 Savages. We know the Drakes. We know the Jay-Z's. You know the Julius Randle. You know the Jalen Brunsons. You are around these different people, the Carmelos. So now they're putting better thought and better planning to try to make something of a bigger picture move. We always been caught up with getting what the small piece of the pie is. Now I think that we're focusing on the big pie, but we're getting roadblocks because we're understanding that the powers that be still control the manufacturers. They still control the distribution and things of that nature. So it kind of discourages you and makes you make a turn and kind of come back in pocket with the people who you're trying to get away from.
So you mentioned something about a roadblock. That's very interesting. What would be the plans of attacks to stop the roadblock? I think there's certain things you've said in the music industry, understanding contracts, paperwork, lawyers, understanding the business. Tiana Taylor right now just put out a sneaker with Nike. She's always had a foothold in the sneaker world. I think when she beefed with Rihanna, that really stifled her momentum to be as big as well, not as big as Kanye and Jordan, but she was gonna get there because if Beyonce was with Adidas and them sneakers really ain't do much. Which
She's
was
not. She doesn't make you feel like she's athletic. You don't look at Beyonce and think
That
runner,
matters?
runner, exerciser. Yeah, because when Kevin Hart got the sneaker with Nike, I believe, that's when he was working out, running. He was engulfed in fitness.
No funny. I bought Beyonce sneakers and I liked them. They were comfortable as shit.
Okay.
I was wearing them for a while. When we was on Mav Show, I had them shits. Them shits is comfortable.
So what was because let's be fair. I'm gonna be careful with this. He's an outlier, but Kanye is not the marquee of athleticism. He's just an anomaly that shot past the factors of the athleticism.
How I look at Kanye is Kanye to me is a leader of fashion.
That makes sense.
I don't necessarily. I think that Beyonce is fashionable. Yes, I do. But do I consider her a leader of fashion like a Kanye is, taking chances and going out? Kanye has done so many things to market himself outside
fashion
of music.
icon. Yes.
And to be a fashion icon. Does Beyonce dress dope? Does she have the right style and everything? Yes, she does. But I don't see her saying, I'm putting my foot into fashion like Kanye did.
She's not on that like, I think people look up to Beyonce, but I don't think they're checking what she's wearing all the time.
She's not. That's what I said. But with Ye, when I look at Ye always was about setting a fashion
He takes
trend.
risks. Like I just bought I bought the socks. It's coming. I bought them shits. Them little socks.
I got Kanye. I got
Slides.
I got the slides. I got sneakers. And then to think about this, and this is the crazy thing why I said that the black people can use the black people that we know to market. When they were warring with Kanye over all that stuff that he said, we stopped buying the Yeezy.
Fast.
It was like it's no reason to buy the Yeezy if Kanye isn't a part of the Yeezy, although we know he had designed the ones that they still had in stock and everything, but people was off it.
What you about to say, Ghost? You rolled your eyes.
Nah, I think we did stop buying them, but Adidas messed up too. They took his shit and kind of did remixes, and they made it look crazy.
But part of the remix in real time too, I think if they had waited a little bit to let it pass, but for them to do it in real time, we could obviously see, back to what you were saying, the roadblock, railroading in real time. And we're like, nah, this is still Kanye.
I mean, yo, bro, when you're dealing with big business, you're dealing with big money, you're dealing with big agenda. It's bigger than just, it's even political. It crosses color lines in all different type of stages of life and levels. So that's what we got to understand. We got to be careful, and we have to be knowledgeable about what's really going on. Because people kind of just tend to look at what they see right on the screen, and they don't understand the screen is a part of your entertainment.
It's the marketing, bro.
It's how they help you digest the things that you really don't know about. Put some extra thought to it, and maybe you can understand and see what's behind the lens. Because after I realized it shocked me people stopped buying the Yeezy. I thought it was just gonna be somebody like me that was gonna be like, oh, I'm not gonna buy the Yeezy, because in this day and age, people don't tend to care. Oh, that was a $300 sneaker. They're selling it for $100 right now.
I'm gonna tell you why that.
I'm gonna go cop that.
I think Kanye is the exception. It's almost like I was at the Nike outlet factories, right? And they had the whole Jordan models, but none of them had the Jumpman logo on them. I was like, even though it was like $60, I was like, yeah, they're official Nikes. So to go back with Kanye not being attached, I don't think he had a logo on those sneakers, to your point, because you make a fair point. They're cheaper now, but I had to stop.
They were. I'm talking about when they started to bust down, when they said they had the inventory, and you saw everything being on sale, and
logos is a powerful thing.
Nobody was jumping to it.
But I think some of the roadblocks right now with black excellence being at the forefront, we really working to capture our our legacy.
You think black excellence is in the forefront, though?
People are really trying to push it in a particular manner. It might not be obvious. Like, let me give you an example right now. one of the fashion dudes right now, Jim Jones. I think a big play to really start pushing his agenda forward. He has a relationship with Kool Kai. Him and Kool Kai could partner up to put out a unique collabo that would shift culture, that could get basketball players to wear the sneakers. Tiana Taylor, I don't know what her contract is with Nike, but if they're not going to put the marketing dollars and the advertising dollars to push her forward, because when she first launched, she was gaining that momentum. If not, let her walk or let her be able to work with other companies. These things can really.
You say this stuff like it's just so simple.
Yeah.
Let her walk. No, this is what the thing is.
Go for it.
She should have been rocking with, in my mind, this is my opinion.
No.
She should have been rocking with somebody like Kool Kai from the beginning. That's the payday. Not Nike. Nike's the one-time payday.
I don't know who Kool Kai is.
Kool Kai makes the sneakers that look like the Jordans. He'll show you with the star. Like he's from Jersey, I think.
The black. Oh yeah.
And they sent him a letter to cease and desist or whatever. Yeah. And then they went into business
like
with
Air
him.
Forces, but it was like
they look like Jordans to me.
The Jordan 1s.
The Jordan 1s.
Yeah.
Now Kool Kai
but I don't know why they sent it, but that's a playoff bait too, though. His shit.
But
it's momentum.
But he's still doing it now. I think that they did some type of partnership with him. But my point being is this: outside the box to get paid. If I'm at that level, I'm trying something new. Why? Because that's how I'm going to get paid. That's the chunk of cash when you have stake in something, not when they just pay you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If she had stake in Kool Kai, say she went on the ledge and said, yo, I'm going to fuck with the Kool Kai nigga, right? Yeah. You going to use me and you going to market me right now with your sneaker, and that's how we're going to blow it out. But she might be scared to get the cease and desist from Nike because she might look at it like I got way more money than you.
I agree with you.
You know what I'm saying? But these are the things that you have to do to get filthy rich. You have to be in it from the beginning. When you just jump in it, now you're getting a check. Some of us, yes, I'll definitely take a nice check right now. But once I got all the stuff that I need, I don't need the nice check. I'm taking the LeBron route. Now I don't need your money, Beats. Give me whatever money that you was gonna give me the percentage in the company. Let me get my shit forever. So that one check that you gave me is probably now gonna be 20 checks.
Yes. To go back to your point about not being sued by Nike. Since Kai's a sneaker designer, that would be the time to reimagine a whole new sneaker. He could do a partnership with all rappers and certain athletes that come out, like a LaMelo Ball, for an example. Come through, I do a signature shoe for you if you're not under any particular contract. I know it's triple B's.
How you need money?
No,
he gotta give it. You can't. You acting like you just calling somebody over here and saying like, "Yo, let me do your sneaker." Don't take the $30 million from these.
No,
dudes
I'm not saying the dudes that are being offered. There's certain players you could take a chance on. Hey, to give you an example, who's popping off right now? That's a young player.
I would rock with a PJ Tucker.
Yeah,
if I'm trying to launch a sneaker, why? Because he's a sneaker aficionado.
He's trendy, he's fashionable.
He's trendy, he's fashionable. He's not a superstar ball player, but he's a well-known ball player as well. That's who I personally would start with, and he got a couple dollars. He might want to invest since he loves sneakers. He might want to be involved in the birth of a new sneaker. He might understand the possibilities of what this sneaker sell or this avenue could do for him after basketball.
But to tie a ribbon on this, that's why I said the longevity of Nike. For them to send a cease and desist letter, I mean, we know that's natural business, but people are also very careful when it comes to momentum. When you get that momentum, and you know that, we've spoken about this, that momentum turns into something else, and you can knock out a competitor out of nowhere. Think about it. Nike was nothing until they got Jordan. I'm not saying they weren't making money, but to become that global icon, it was Converse and Adidas, especially when Run DMC wore the Adidas in the music video, everything was up. But, you know, you get one of those iconic individuals with iconic fashion merging together, it's out of here, and you don't ever look back. So that's why I was like, is Nike potentially in trouble with all these athletes going a different route?
I doubt it.
No?
I think Nike's okay.